miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of bars and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. And the Beavers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks offense will go on the attack first. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Field this one in tight quarters. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Oregon State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands. Beyond the normal, he's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award now. It is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Beavers are facing 3rd and inches. Might be changing the route. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. They'll go back to the ground. There's some room.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Douglas. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The moments, the big plays in rivalry games like this when etched in your memories, and here are some that I'm sure will bring back some warm and some heartbreaking memories. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the running back. Powers through the defender. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They'll start this drive going to the air. He makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They knock him down right there. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Back to pass, it's Douglas. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Finding an escape route. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice move to keep running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in there. He's going to let 1 fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Douglas. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds. The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Release to the back. It's caught. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. The Beavers using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man on the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. On target over the middle. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executor. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a 2-possession lead might feel insurmountable. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in at the 40. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And Oregon has it back, and here comes offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
He's going for it all. Makes a grab on the shot. Hits the crease. To the house. Touchdown, Ducks. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Douglas. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Beavers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Beavers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to run it. Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the gun. And he's dragged down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
To throw, it's Douglas. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he added the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
It's a draw. Picks up the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll give it to him again. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Douglas. Got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a really nice job on the...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
Touchdown, Beavers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down into the 17. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The give to the lone running back. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Beavers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to run for it. Could be an alley. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Has enough for the 1st down. A perfectly executed screen pass that'll seal the deal on this game. So the Beavers able to dam up those trenches and gave the Ducks nowhere to move as Oregon State takes home this rivalry game. That